Come on. Hello, everybody. I'm Warmaster101, and happy Halloween!
Spooky, ooky, pumpooky.
Anyway, tonight we're playing SkyHill, a roguelike zombie game where you're playing a guy trying to get out of a what's it called? Out of a hotel.
First fact, earlier this week, an Oklahoma man fired a gun in a still functioning hospital. After breaking in and going ghost hunting, he shot the small caliber revolver, it was a 30 caliber revolver, at a ghost to try and destroy it.
What the fuck?
You know, because that's what ghosts' ultimate weaknesses are small caliber firearms.
I mean, is that not how you ghost people on Grindr?
You just shoot small caliber firearms at them?
Yeah. To use the elevator, I need a...
When I think of defeating ghosts, I always think of salt, iron, guns.
All is supernatural, to be honest. If the ghosts figure out that you watch Supernatural, they'll immediately leave you alone. Not because you know what you're doing, but because they think you're a loser.
Because you're still desperate for that Cassadine ship.
No,
That's never going to happen.
Castine's the worst ship. Bring it on. Oh man, I feel like I alienated a lot of people.
Don't worry, it's not 2020. It's not 2013 anymore. My fact number 2 on the spooky... in case you want to know, all these are sort of Halloween based. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed. Although many would argue candy corn tastes like chicken feed, that's not how it originally got its name. Created in the 1880s by George Rainier, it was sold to the masses by Gold Sale Confectionery Company in the turn of the century. Because the corn was used to be fed to chickens, the creation was called chicken feed on the box and was marked with a colorful rooster.
Oh my god, another one. Okay. I'm gonna aim for your arms, your spindly arms. Or, you know what? 50-50 jam. I missed. You know what? I'll try again. Yeah. Punch you in the face.
Another random fact, no new candy corn has been made since 1938.
Ooh.
See, what they do is, because you only eat like a handful a year, right, when it comes to candy corn, because it's nasty, and everyone hates the shit. And stop trying to put it on pizza. I'm looking at you, my cousin. I'm looking at you, my little brother. I will beat the shit out of you with a stick.
Your brother puts candy corn on pizza?
Unlike the dessert pizzas, yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Is it too late to have an abortion?
Stop fucking doing that. Anyway. What they do is, the candy companies, the Joseph's Confectionery Company, now it's known as Jelly Bean Co. What the company does? Is Jelly Bean Co. still there? I believe it is. Yeah, so Jelly Belly, yeah. So what Jelly Belly does every year, after Halloween is over, in the weeks following Halloween, they go through all the major cities throughout the world, and they go through all the dumpsters, and they gather up all that old corn, and they wash it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But they wash it, and then they repackage it, and then they sell it to you again next year.
Gross.
And that is my conspiracy theory on candy corn. The record for the most lit jack-o'-lanterns on display is 30,581.
Nice. I am dying of jaundice.
It's held by the city of King in New Hampshire.
Tag yourself if you've died of jaundice before.
Trick-or-treating comes from souling, or having children dress up in costumes go door to door, like little beggars demanding treats is kind of weird. But this dates back to a tradition called souling in the Middle Ages and the rituals of Samhain. It is believed that phantoms walk the earth on the night of Samhain, so people dress up in costumes in an effort to appease or repel the spirits.
Okay. Ooh, can I bring up a random fact real fast?
Is it about the Catholic Church?
Oh, no, not the Catholic Church. I mean, we all know the Catholic Church has basically stolen every religion, every pagan holiday.
Every holiday, yeah.
Yeah. What I was going to bring up was, despite popular belief, people don't give drugs to your children on Halloween.
Yeah, it's like a record small amount of that actually happening.
Yeah. The only reason why this got so big was a guy tried poisoning his kids' candy and blaming it on somebody else, but they were able to track it back to the guy. So, yeah, nobody's gonna give your kid, what's the word? Nobody is gonna give your kid THC nerds. I'm just saying.
They're gonna eat that themselves.
Yeah.
Unless you're like... The only time that would possibly happen is if someone was making pot brownies, and they ate pot brownies, and they ran out of candy, so they just started giving out pot brownies in their house.
Jesus Christ.
Which the worst thing that's gonna happen to your kids is they're just gonna be real happy for the next couple hours.
God, remember back at our old community college in the group chat, like it got around to Halloween and there was just a huge debate about it?
About how if there's actually put drugs in candy.
Yeah, if people actually like put razor blades and drugs in the candy.
And I was like, everyone was arguing, was like, it doesn't happen, does it not? And I'm like, I could make it happen. I have the stash right here.
He has the touch. Do you think we can be incriminated for some of the tough stuff that we talk about? Like, can we talk about the fact that,
Well, this was several years ago, so I don't know. I don't think so. I think the statute of limitations is up.
So, could we talk about the fact that... Actually, no, we should keep quiet about that.
Of drinking?
Yeah, the drinking.
I mean, we're over the age of the legal intoxication age, so
yeah,
we're
you're
good.
right. I'm still upset that you did those to my fucking sour gummy bears.
Don't soak sour gummy bears in vodka. It's not good.
Oh yeah, it turns the vodka into what's the
rocket
word?
fuel.
Yeah, rocket fuel. If you want, random fact: if you want to get to the moon by yourself, make rocket fuel of gummy bears and vodka.
The Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, is actually referred to as Dias de los Muertos, as it takes place on October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd.
Nice.
November 1st is also referred to as Dia de los Inocentes, which honors children that have died. Family members decorate the graves with baby's breath and white orchids. And then November 2nd is Dia de los Muertos, where families honor adults who have died and place oranges and marigolds on their gravesites.
Marigolds.
Of course, all of this dates back to original Aztec celebrations that originally lasted almost a month long, and when Spanish conquistadors came and fucked up everything, the Catholic Church decided to merge with the Catholic All Saints Day because pagan shit doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, we're getting to
and shorten the period to be 3 days.
We're getting to the point where we're reintroducing pagan holidays into stuff, I think. Don't ask.
Slowly. A common fact is the Michael Myers mask is actually a William Shatner mask from Star Trek.
Is it not?
It is.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Because, like, is it like somebody else? Is it like actually like Richard Nixon? Is it a Richard Nixon? Could you imagine Halloween, like it's done again, but instead of a William Shatner mask, it's a Richard Nixon.
Nixon mask?
Yeah, I feel like that would be.
I just want to see. I couldn't get that out of my head because there's that fucking '70s show clip where Eric Foreman puts on a Richard Nixon mask and screams "wee wee pee pee" on like Halloween.
Yep. I would like. Actually, I don't think anybody would be running from Michael Myers at that point. I think they would be wanting to throw down if he was wearing a Richard Nixon mask.
How could you pardon Nixon? Who pardoned Nixon?
I don't know. I guess himself.
Pardon Nixon.
I want some fish.
Gerald Ford.
Didn't he make a grill?
No, that was George Foreman. Hello?
I'm still here.
So, Des Moines, Iowa has a tradition called Beggar's Night. The event began in 1938 as a way to prevent vandalism and give younger children a safe way to enjoy Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Beggar's Night is very similar to regular trick-or-treating, except for kids are required to tell a joke, a poem, or perform a trick for a treat.
I think they did a My Drunk History about this. Or maybe I'm wrong. All that I know is, like, the reason why they started doing, like, Halloween night is, this lady who was in charge of, like, the Neighbors Association was getting sick and tired of, like, these hooligans coming to her yard on Halloween and, like, fucking up her, like, daffodils and stuff. And she's like, oh, wait, you know what? Next Halloween, I'm gonna set up a place for them all to have a good night and then them not fuck up my flowers. And it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's like almost if you give people an outlet to express their more devious desires, it ends up not destroying the entire community.
So
it's almost like the source of most problems is either poverty or boredom, usually in tandem.
So,
because when you're impoverished and you're not employed, you're usually bored.
Damn if that ain't me. Hashtag the purge would work if the government didn't get involved.
Hashtag we do not need a purge. Except for hashtag we need to burn down the White House and Congress building. Anarchy reigns. Remember the 5th of November. This has been this Random Fact Thursday. Bye, guys, gals. Bye, ghouls, ghosts, and non-binary poltergeists.
I was gonna say, why not toast? Non-binary toast. Bye, everyone.
Non-binary toast.